I underwired all the effort. We can call the lands ready. I would bring Loghain time to consider. It is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim. You are. Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us. Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Loghain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. Call hands may have struck first blow. Advantage for choice to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Loghain, this is an honor that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The blight is why I'm here. With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies. And who is this, Eamon? Some new stray you picked up on the road? And here I thought it was only royal bastards you played the nursemaid to.
Well, you're admitting the royal part. That's a start.
You have my sympathies on what happened to your order. It is unfortunate that they chose to turn against Ferelden. You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason. For anyone. There is talk that your illness left you feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
How long you've been gone from court, Eamon? Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine, and Terran of Highever?
And current Arl of Denerim, after Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. Truly, it is an embarrassment of riches. You have no rights. Your family surrendered them when I revealed them to be traitors to the king.
You are either very bold or very stupid to threaten the Tern before witnesses.
Enough, Calthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight, with your selfish ambitions to the throne. I was not talking to you.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Loghain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this blight.
Oh, is that all I have to do? No pressure.
The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon. Calling the Landsmeet is only the start. Now we must ensure that every noble there sees Loghain's duplicity. We have no small task ahead of us. We need eyes and ears in the city. Loghain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us. When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the landsmeet then. Ah, Warden. I trust you've made yourself comfortable. Good, because it's likely to be your last rest for a while. This is Elena. She's...
I am Queen Enora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
The Queen, she is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returns with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself. My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Logain, he is very subtle, no? But Brendan Howe, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to Howe. A visit from the Queen to the new Earl of Denham is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers. He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room. I think her life is in danger. I heard Howe say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Earl Eamon.
We may have no choice but to trust Enora. The Queen is well loved. If Logain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
I have some uniforms. Earl Howe hires so many new girls every day, a few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to Howe's estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think? I thought we were already being extra careful. Does that mean we have to be extra careful now? Great. And there I was enjoying my nap. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight. I haven't been here in a while. Ask away.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed. You remind me of Lady Cecilia.
Who?
She was an Orlesian lady.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not... Thank...
Oh,
All men are the work of our maker. From the lowest
The
slave
deep
to
dark
the
before
highest
dawn's first light seems
Those who
eternal.
bring ham without provocation to the feast are ready and cursed by the
And so here is the mighty Grey Warden at long last. The crows send their greetings once again. And where is Zevran? I don't see him with you. How very disappointing. Then I shall need to seek him out once we are done.
Here I am, Taliesin. Tell me, were you sent, or did you volunteer for the job?
Oh ho! And he makes an appearance. I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue, I simply had to see it for myself.
Is that so? Well, here I am, in the flesh.
You can return with me, Zevran. I know why you did this, and I don't blame you. It's not too late. Come back and we'll make up a story. Anyone can make a mistake. What? You've gone soft.
I'm sorry, my old friend, but the answer is no. I'm not coming back. And you should have stayed in Antiva.
Yes.
Yes,
What now?
it shall be done. I shall do it. I shall do it.
Gloves? You're giving me gloves? What for? I did not mean to sound ungrateful, it is just... Wait, these are Dalish, are they not? My mother was Dalish, and had a pair very similar to these. The leather was less thick, and it had more embroidery, but these are very close, and quite handsome. Do I seem surprised? Perhaps I am. Still, I appreciate the fact that you even thought of me. No one has simply given me a gift before. Thank you.
Oh, blast it. Yes.
Yes.
I've a question, if I may. Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity. Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong? Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much... And there it is. Taliesin is dead. And I am free of the crew. They will assume that I am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out. I do not know. It seems I have options now, whereas once I had none. I have enjoyed our company. There is a freedom awaiting me that I have never known. All right. You make a convincing argument. You do seem to stumble onto treasure on a regular basis somehow. Let us return to the task at hand, then.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed. Trap right ahead.
The servants' entrance is on the other side of the house. We must slip past this crowd to reach it. We will have to be very careful. Al-How is inside. Yes, and wherever he goes, a great many guards go with him. I beg you, do not put my lady in danger for your revenge. We must get her out first. I will be... This way.
Someone's creeping around down there. Go check it out.
We must not exhaust our supplies. It is begun. I shall do it. I shall do it. As you say.
Be careful. Someone is coming.
They say if you toss a coin over your shoulder into that fountain, you'll come back to dinner. Provided the Elf Chamberlain doesn't have you thrown in the dungeon.
I can distract the guards, but you must move quickly. Hurry! Are you all prepared? I will go. I will.
We are attacked.
We're under attack!
Is that all you got? I shall do it. I shall do it.
Ah, it took me forever to be rid of those two. You must be careful now. The servants, they will not look closely at anyone in uniform. All guards are alike to a cook, no? But you should not draw attention to yourself. Most of the guards are new. They will not know you for a stranger at a glance. It is best you keep your distance from all of them and try to blend in. Andras.
This kitchen is a disgrace. Elena, where have you been? The housekeeper said you wanted us.
I had errands to run for my lady.
And every place he owns it.
She is indisposed. Not over.
3 nights in a row. I was too weak to buy it.
Would you look at that? It's already rusty. Where does the old highness jewelry?
I know you're bluffing.
Then call it
Grey Warden is here, my lady.
Baker, I would... Host was not with leaving me under heavy guard, or by magic. By mage who cast the spell to be at house side. Thank you.
On how? Tell me. Probably.
The housekeeper. Someone's here.
Look, you didn't say nothing. Call the what?
More enemies ahead!
Intruders!
I shall do it.
Listen up.
I'm gonna tear you in two!
Why are we
We're under attack!
As you say. Very well.
You don't belong here!
Ah, you must be careful. Most of the... She's in a guest room off the main hall. Andra. We must be cautious here. For all our sakes, I hope you know what you are...
Thieves! Brigands in the house!
Must not exhaust our supplies. Alright, battle it is then.
It shall be. As you say, very well.
Quickly, we must fight.
Shall we do?
Here comes trouble.
Very well. I shall do it. It shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun.
Right.
As you say.
Quickly, we must fight. Here comes trouble.
Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. I shall do it.
Defend yourself. More enemies ahead.
The armory is closed. Who knew? Guards! We've got intruders!
As you say. Very well. It is begun. It shall be done. I shall do it. Very well. It is begun.
I never liked this part.
It shall be done. Very well.
No quarter shall be given.
As you say. Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it.
Sometimes.
Look, I appreciate you're a true friend. And well, now that that's out of the way, something you need, my dear? Well, we're not exact... Oh!
Let us dispatch them! And quickly!
What? Intruders in the castle!
Make us
Just like you wanted. It's done.
We're under attack!
It is begun.
The Grey Warden is here, my lady.
Thank the Maker. I would greet you properly, but I'm afraid we've had a setback. My host was not content with leaving me under heavy guard. He still find the mage who cast the spell. Thank you.
Tell him how. Tell him how.
Someone's hit.
You didn't see nothing. Wait. Who are you? You're not on my watch! Call the watch! We've got an intruder!
Maker be praised!
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you? There's that, of course. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others, about serving all. As a Grey, thus it is you who serves, not they. A good, the king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses. If you live apart from others and your actions affect only you, but if you have the drop code, but I've lectured.
What? Who goes there?
I thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity. Do you think you could... Alistair? Is that you?
I do know you. You were at my joining. He's one of us. A warden for Morlaix. Jada, I think. Or was it Montserrat? I'm afraid I don't remember your name.
I'm Riordan, senior warden of Jada, but born and bred. With an offer of hospitality and a poisoned chalice. I was fool enough to think Loghain didn't yet know who I was. I saw him going to the dungeons. He may still be there. Yes, these are my records. The names of the dead I could recognize at Ostagar. What I could find of Duncan's own recruitment records. Copies of the joining ritual I rescued from our Denerim vault. Those should never be seen by any outside eyes, but I trust in their encryption. Won't be much use to you in my current condition. If you'll pardon me, and desire to breathe some free air. After I find a good physician. And good luck, sister.
Think again.
Why are we always attracting
It is begun. Have victory.
Wild creatures ahead!
Prepare to have your ankles gone on.
As you say. I shall do
Violent, sometimes.
As you say. It shall be. I shall do it. As you say. It is begun.
We must fight! Let us do it quickly! Yes!
What now?
Your wish?
Finished.
More
Was this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you?
You move in august company, stranger. I'm son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon. Who should I be thanking for my rescue? For it is my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume the gratitude of the entire... But if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you might. Then there is a Landsmeet after all. Hal said the Jarl of Redcliffe was dead, and the Landsmeet called off. I swear, if there be any forum to speak out against Loghain, my father will be there. Now, please, I must try to...
Enemies approaching!
Very well.
And that too!
As you say.
Push them back!
Very well. It shall be. As you say.
Sounding the horns for retreat. Do you hear it? Do you hear the dogs howling? Sounding the horns for retreat. Do you hear it? Do you hear the sounding the horns for retreat?
What's next?
Impossible.
Well, look at Alan's little Spitfire, all grown up and still playing the man. I never thought... and then, I never thought you'd live, either. A clumsy appeal, child. He was a traitor to me and a coward to his nation. Trips to Orlais, gifts from old enemies, all while I sank in obscurity. Your family squandered glory that was rightfully mine. How suitable that their deaths should raise me to the ear of a king. If you think you can take this from me, that I will allow it, you are very much mistaken.
We must not exhaust our supply.
Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
Oh, Maker.
As you say.
Are you some enemy of Aurelians? Please, I feel like I've spent half my life down here. Of course not, my lady. Will I have to flee the city now? The Jarl won't like it if I escape, but never mind. I'll leave you to your business.
I shall do it.
They said to retreat. The horn sounded, and we turned, and then the screams. We rode, and they screamed and screamed and... Mother, can you smell the blood? They said it was only Darkspawn. But we ate them too. They died, and we left them in the swamp. The witch. The witch!
He's obviously mad. I don't think you'll get anything more out of him.
Safe? Is there a safe? Perhaps next door?
I am done.
Maker, have mercy. Andraste, Bride of the Maker, have mercy on me. Alstana, is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real? Where am I? I'm Erminric, Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Chantry. You aren't one of the Tairn's men?
He sounds like he's in lyrium withdrawal. He's got all the signs, confusion, weepiness. He probably doesn't even know what he's saying. If the Grand Cleric knew he were in here, she'd be spitting hot coals. Nobles don't have authority over Templars.
I failed in my duties, Maker. I failed, and there's no telling what he's done. Blood Manor Tower. Near Redcliffe, I cornered him. But the Tairn's men took him from me and brought me here. Yes, he destroyed his phylactery. We were spread out, trying to find him. I was alone. You are real, aren't you? My dreams are so strange now. Please, if you're not a dream, help me. Give this ring to my sister, Alstana. Tell her I'm sorry. Please, ask her to pray for me.
It shall be done.
Who's there? Stay away.
You can't do this to me. I'll have you all flayed. I'm the Arl of Denerim. Too many of our troops were lost at Ostagar. When the riots started, Howe came with men to reinforce the garrison here. Or that's what he claimed. As soon as I let him into the palace, he threw me in here. One more victim of the Elven uprising, he said. Let me out of here. I'll do anything. Of course. Anything. Just let me out. I swear you won't regret this.
Finished.
Funny. Very funny. We must go quickly and avoid notice. If Howe's people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
Why stop now? Calthrion is all that stands between us and freedom.
Are you sure this is what you wish? I'm surprised this ended peacefully. Bring the Warden.
Eamon, we have a problem.
Andraste, watch over our friends in danger.
Calm down. What has happened?
The Wardens have been captured.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free her.
Surely you mean them, Your Highness. We need Alistair too.
Yes, of course, I meant Alistair too. Calthrion will take her to Fort Draken. Getting in will be no small feat.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry. I've been worse. I'll be better still when we get out of here. I hope you have a plan. Help! Someone, help us! My friend is dying.
What's the matter with you? Oh, trying to be tricky, are we?
I shall do it. It is begun.
You know, there's something that makes me think it's...
If you're not bleeding, I don't care. Well, I could keep you company. Maker, they put a lot of buckles on this thing. Hey, watch it! What do you think you're doing?
On the Grey Wardens!
That's a lot of blood.
It is over. We must not exhaust our supplies. I shall do it. It is the
Right then,
die, mongrel!
Forgot the blighted password again.
That's why I write it down every day and keep it in my pocket. I got stuck on the second floor hallway for 3 hours last week. Possessed by demons or something.
We were expecting. You're late. The rest of your patrol is in the storage room. Find them and get yourselves ready for inspection.
I should have been made a corporal by now. You never see.
Are you relieving me? It's about time. Good. Mind the blighted chainmail? The command...
And already this armor doesn't fit.
What's the password? That's kind of fruity for a password, don't you think?
Blighted green recruits. Nobody gets through without it.
Well, go on! That's an order!
Did you need to?
What a... Is there some problem?
So the assistant quartermaster is a little miffed with us at present.
I told you we should...
Mistakes were made. The quartermaster got chewed out by Tern Logain, and then he chewed out...
Trouble, the assistant quartermaster won't give us our blades. And you can't pass inspection without a regulation sword.
He's down the hall in the armory.
Make her help us.
I trust a secret colonel. Just stand there. Get your blade and let's report to the colonel before he gets back.
I thought... Don't dawdle!
Blighted.
We've got an intruder. Go down!
It is begun. It shall be done. As you say. It shall be done.
Die, mongrel!
What in the name of Androste's sanctified girdle is going on here? Hey, we've got a prisoner loose.
It shall be done. It shall be done. It is begun.
What do you... Wait, you don't belong in here. Guards!
It shall be done.
No fear!
It is begun.
Lady Andraste, brag.
Very well. It shall be done.
I've finished. It's done. Are you? You know, I'm almost disappointed we didn't get to try our plan. Oh well. It.
Interesting. A fine gift. You have my thanks. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
All men are the work of our Maker.
Did you bring more?
Wade, please leave the cust. Certainly.
Did you see Wolf's face?
What do you suppose Eamon is playing at? May I help you? This is Ermenric's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head. He's alive, then? Please, if you have any news of my brother, I would hear it. A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. You're Bryce Cousland's youngest, are you not? I thought I recognized you. Take this. It's been in my family for generations. Let it be a sign of the friendship between High Ever and Waking Sea. Let me know if you want some of my bowmen when you take...
Hardly. You know very well I've been in Denerim.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. Poor Oswin obviously didn't recognize you. He described you in great detail, but never mentioned you were a Cousland. I owe you his life. When I saw my poor boy's house still live, that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin? Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I am taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Banorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Did you see Wolf's face when he arrived? I heard West Hills has fallen to Darkspawn.
Wonderful. Another. I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too. You're the youngest Cousland, aren't you? Probably looking for coin or back then. You're better off asking the Darkspawn. They hold West Hills now. Well, I can see how you might miss it. All of southern clouds, the ground rotting beneath your feet, plagues and Darkspawn raids going on until even the Crane. What's a little trifle like that when compared to the ills here in Denerim? Nothing for you anyway. As to someone else.
Rosalind's help requires us to come town.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. Find better.
Magic exists.
Those
Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden. We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it. Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, Path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have been unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. Also need a stronger candidate for the throne. I have no doubt, but even with his it, not only, it will look like you are trying to put your claims. I am a neutral, and I am the greatest general who really ruled this nation for the last. Caleb, this country, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same. This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. I do not for a moment think Honora. I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively work. Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's land those years, just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Thanks. I'm right here, you know.
His mother was a maid, but his father was Merrick Theron, for whom we all risked our lives to win back the throne. I only wish Merrick had taken more time to instruct the lad in the politics of ruling. I did my best, but we all hoped Kaelin and Honora would secure the succession. We certainly have a great deal to plan, of course.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak. First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Hal did was unforgivable. How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. I agree that there is much to be done before the lands meet, but don't you think plans should still be made for what will follow? I do. That is exactly what You will be seen as my... In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot. That is exact... So, we have a... That will be no... I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me? Then I would...
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
More enemies ahead!
Very well.
Still have won the game!
It shall be done. It is begun. I shall do it. Very well. I shall do it. Very well. It is begun.
Careful! Get off!
As you say. Very well. It shall be done. It is begun. Very well.
Poor bastard!
What now?
Begone!
I see something out of place here. Someone's coming!
Must be hard here.
Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought... I'm fine. Please, don't talk to me.
Spare a silver for a war veteran? Oh.
That is the tree of people, I believe.
Here.
The Venadal.
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you?
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to...
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy? What's wrong, Shem? Did you get bored? Wait. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague?
That's not true, and you?
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian? These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Hiren, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back. They won't just let you in. Well, there is another entrance in the alley. You can try.
No, you shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague? Look, this is how things are. I didn't make the blight or the plague or anything. I'm just trying to make a... Not enough to put up with all these questions. 6. Sure. I never saw you, and you...
Finished.
More enemies ahead!
It is begun.
Now we can back. You force our hand!
Allow me. I could do that for you. What's next?
Dick, let us out of here! They took him away already, through the back alley. We don't... You don't...
What now?
More enemies! Don't give them the advantage!
10 coppers for a dozen eggs. They say it's on account of the war. The chickens aren't going to war.
No way! I can't say nothing. Please, just go. I don't want trouble. All right. Took them right out of their bed. Maker! Through the landlord's old office. They go in there, they never come back. I saw him. They marched him through the hall with a bunch. Every few days, they come back. It's like a parade, a silent one. Men and women and children. You have to go. Please!
Do that. I finished. I'm here. It's done. I am done.
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be? Oh no! I heard of you! Attack!
More enemies ahead! Shall be.
Let's go!
Let's make this quick! Here's the Very well.
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities. You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, you Fereldans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. So I should feel kinship for these sheep? Don't be a fool. I am Tevinter first and a servant of...
You can't just take people from their homes and sell them. It's despicable.
Do we not? What could you be here for, then, if not to... You wish to parley, do you? Very well.
I hope there's a good explanation for this, Devira.
There is, Enchanter. This intruder fought her way through the courtyard, but claims that she is not here to exact revenge.
And thus you thought it best to bring the Grey Warden directly to me.
Grey Warden? But...
We are in the company of the royal bastard who would be king as well. Have you no sense, my dear?
Listen to that. A slaver calling me...
Well, what is done is done. Well met, Grey Warden. I'm Caladrius, and I have heard a great deal about... One can hardly get a word out of the Regent besides Warden. Yes, you would be curious about that, wouldn't you? I've heard that you're trying to erode Logain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use...
We are not alone.
We must not exhaust...
Seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender. Wait! Hear me out, dear lady. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive.
Little service. He is talking of blood magic. Surely you would not consider such a thing. Most wise. As you say, he's begun. You must have victory.
I never liked this part.
Shall we do it? I shall do it.
You don't look like a Tevinter. Not that it means much. Are you one of them? What happens to us now? Free? How strange to hear that word in here. We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone, let's go home.
I'm sorry if I was rude to you before. Andraste's ass, you'd think I'd learned some social graces. Anyway, what I mean by all this is...
Ah, it's you. Welcome. Tell me, how is Duncan? He's been a friend of mine for many years, yes. From the look on your face, take it the news is bad. I am sorry you escaped. I had hoped Duncan might be one of them. We've been through outbreaks of pestilence during the war with Orlais. We'll endure. I doubt very much. Please, take this. I suspect you'll put...
Oh, it's good. You were... I'm an... Oh, and... Long live the good sir!
What now?
Now, no...
There are...
I still... Yes, sir. And poor Ole still doesn't have his parents. Anything you can spare would be a...
All of us.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there? Maker forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Erlina tells me that Arl Eamon has gone ahead to call the Landsmeet. I hope we're ready, but we have done all we can. I know we are more than a match for my father. You should hurry. Father won't waste time wresting the proceedings from Eamon. He will need you. I'll meet you there. Maker, watch over us all.
Yes.
Indeed.
All men are the work of our... From the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring power without
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being Eric's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone. Cailan was a fool. He grew up a spoilt child in his ancestors' palace. He never knew what it was to be hunted, to starve. Maybe the Grey Wardens killed him, or maybe my lord let him die of his own foolishness. Either way, it may have saved Ferelden. What was he supposed to do? You and Eamon were harassing him at every side, forcing him to empty the treasury to fight you. He never wanted a civil war. After Kaelin died, everyone was supposed to rally, come together to fight the Darkspawn without crying to Orlais for aid. He never anticipated Merrick's bastard would challenge the throne and force this war. You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters. No one sheds a tear over the death of an ogre. Torture is an ugly business, but sometimes it's the only way to learn what your enemy intends. And it's harder to tell who the enemy is. All of them look like you. I can end the threat you pose to Ferelden. To arms, men!
Enemies approaching!
I cannot.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Here we have the puppeteer. Tell her, Orlais take our nation from us. Deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince. How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
Some of us are curious, Loghain, about precisely what happened at Ostagar.
So, one of Kaelin would dare speak of betrayal. You led our king to his death with your grandiose tales of griffins flying into battle.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night.
The things done to him! Some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Hal was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him. Whatever Hal may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
Selling elves. Explain this, Loghain.
This is war. Did you believe it would be like the old tales? Knights with pennants flying over battlefields where all outcomes are decided simply and with honor? War is cruel. Every soul who fought alongside Marek knows this. And in it, there are no such things as innocence, only the living and the dead, and the degrees of guilt both bear. Sacrifices were made. If they were too great, the Maker will judge me for it. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter? You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
If I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden! I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden!
Western Hills is with you, Loghain. Maker help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me? Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion? It is you or me.
shall be done. I shall do it. Find them. Very well. It shall be done.
Now with you, bastard!
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
Wait, there is another option. The Taean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining. There are too few of us. It's not a matter of what we like, it's a matter of what we must do. Our duty is to slay the Archdemon. We aren't judges. Kinslayers, blood mages, traitors, rebels, Carter thugs, common bandits. Anyone with the skill and the mettle to take up the sword against the Darkspawn is welcome among us. There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that?
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Harsh. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
Wait, what? No! When did this get decided? Nobody's decided that. Have they?
He refuses the throne. Everyone here has heard him. I think it's clear then. He abdicates in favor of me.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Honora. Warden, will you help us? As the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead Ferelden?
Really? You will? This is where I wake up, usually. Or everyone points and laughs because I have no clothes on.
Honora, the Landsmeet has decided against you. You must now swear fealty to our king, and relinquish all claim to the throne for yourself and your heirs.
If you think I will swear that oath, Eamon, you know nothing of me. Reason clearly had nothing to do with your choice, Warden.
We cannot leave Ferelden in a state of civil war. We must have unity. If she will not swear fealty to you, Alistair, and renounce her claim to the throne, she is a threat to us all.
What do you want me to do exactly? Kill her? I can't do that. I guess... put her in the tower for now. Lock her up. Maybe we can find somewhere to send her. Later.
Thank you, Alistair. You show me mercy that I would not have shown you.
Very well, then. Guards, take her away. Your Highness, would you address the Landsmeet?
Oh, that would be me, right? I never knew him, but from all I've heard of my father, what defined him was his commitment to protecting this land. I was getting there. Anyway, the Blight, yes. I may be Merrick's son, but I am also a Grey Warden. I took an oath. I swore I would stand and fight the Darkspawn, no matter the cost to myself. I can't break that oath just to wear the crown. I have to go with my fellow Warden to face the Blight. When the Blight is over, I'll come back and take up my duties, whatever they are, as king. Until then, I think Al Eamon will have to be my regent.
Then I can do Merrick's memory no less honor than you do. I accept. And may the Maker bless your efforts against the Darkspawn.
My fellow Grey Warden will, I hope, take Logain's place as the leader of my armies. Shall we finish this thing together? Everyone, get ready to march! It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this Blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it! We'd better get going. Ferelden is depending on us. So, strange story. Tell me if you've heard this one. This fella gets made king, and then gets engaged, all on the same night. I'm not thrilled with the idea of being king. I never wanted it, I told you that, yet here I am. Not much to be done now. I suppose I'm more curious about, you know, the engagement. I like the idea, but are you sure? Oh, I guess that saves me having to ask then. Phew. They'll expect an heir, you know. With the taint in our blood, it's hard enough for a Grey Warden to have a child on their own. For two of them, every Grey Warden I knew who had children had them before they took the joining. Having an heir might not be possible. Well, there's a cheery thought. I suppose this is something we'll just have to deal with later. My coronation isn't going to happen for some time yet, and we've still the Darkspawn to fight. Al Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and he says the armies have almost finished gathering there. We should go to Redcliffe as soon as possible. If we don't deal with the Archdemon soon, it'll get cranky, and nobody wants that. No, bad idea. Awful.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank...
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Everything brings us closer to victory.
Ah! I heard rumors that Redcliffe was once again open. The Arl has kindly offered my son and I lot. I'm
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Of course.
News of the hour. Supporters of this great...
Any luck, Warden? She doesn't have much time. There's nothing I... Any luck, Warden? She doesn't have... There's no... She'll be up and around in no time. Thanks to you.
of the hour. All hail King Pyral Haroline. Generous as always, Warden. On your order, Grey Warden. The Jarl was generous, but rushed. Certain areas could see improvement. We're a mercenary force, Warden. Much of our equipment is self-financed. Were you to commit additional funds, we'd upgrade as we saw the need. You'll have the best equipped force since, well, ever.